Hey everyone, it's Dylan again, bringing you another Final Fantasy Fridays. Starting off with a new segment I'm kind of swinging around called Dilly Dallying. So this is Dylan Dallies, and I'm bringing forward stuff that I don't particularly have a lot to say about, but some good tidbits that are pretty topical, especially in the Final Fantasy world. So it looks like we got a new card here. Fenrir. Art is amazing. God, Fenrir is so cool. So let's talk about it. Obviously, 5 cost, card named Fenrir. It's a summon. It's a new Earth summon. So we're looking at select up to 2 of the following actions. Choose 1 light or dark forward, break it. Choose 1 backup of cost 4 or more, break it. Choose 1 monster, break it, and choose 1 Earth forward of cost 2, exactly cost 2 in your break zone. Play it onto the field, dull. So it's pretty good. It's pretty cool. So this came out just today. That's August 13th. So we're looking at it and thinking, art 10 out of 10. Awesome card. But I see a 5 cost summon and I think that's a lot to invest. It does a lot though. It can do a lot, especially in a meta where Kadaj is such a fruitful character. And I mean, even Light Cloud is a good one, or Dark Sephiroth is a good forward to break with this. There's a lot of forwards that end up making this worth playing, but generally you're not getting 5 CP back in just that. So one of the extra actions, breaking forward or back of cost 4 or more. There's a lot of backups that cost 4 or more. We're looking at Norstalin, Star Sibyl, Shantoto, Tyro is a recent favorite. So yeah, there's our Echo, 4-drop EX Burst Echo and Wind. Some just to name a few that I can think of. Backup Snow and Ice. So yeah, there's a lot of that. So I'm thinking that the best value you're going to get out of this is looking at breaking a light or dark forward, probably Kadaj, and a Star Sibyl off of it. Breaking a Kadaj, a Star Sibyl, or a Tyro, and you're getting your 5 CP worth there. Now a lot of people would say that you could also pair him with what's his name? 5 CP Earth Backup Doga, where whenever you cast a summon of 4 or higher, I believe it's summon of 4 or higher, choose 1 backup your opponent controls, break it. And I believe the backup that Doga has a control is 3 or 4 or higher. Sorry, I should have done more research before this. But yeah, so I really like him. I'll probably play him. You'll see him in a couple decks popping up. I'm sure he's a good tech card at least. It just seems better than Hecatonkir, generally, to my judgment. Monster breaking is super good to have on a card, and yeah. So I mean, either playing breaking a monster, a backup, or a light or dark forward all seem like great options. And since you get to be 2 out of the 4, Earth, as we all know, doesn't have many modal summons. Mist Dragon being one of them, and a lot of people really didn't particularly like Mist Dragon, at least early on. And now that Mist Dragon is seeing a little more niche play, a little less, you might see Fenrir pop up. The last one that I think could really tip this card in playability wise is depending on how you build your deck. I knew the new Kryl, which I covered a couple weeks ago, is an Earth forward that costs 2 in your break zone. You've got Undead Princess is another great Earth forward that costs 2. Scarmiglione for the memes. Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking about Fenrir right now. If you build the deck around him to have some 2-cost forwards, Birthing Cloud Pod is a great option to make him a little more consistent. The 2 CP Earth Cloud that you can tap him and put a Final Fantasy VII forward into the break zone to play another Final Fantasy VII forward of cost 1 higher than the forward you put into the break zone onto the field. This card inherently makes Cloud much more consistent because you can replay him and get other value on top of it. Hopefully, you can get a light forward or a dark forward or a backup. So it's neat because it kind of has that Phoenix summon from what's it, Opus 3? Opus 3 Phoenix, where it costed 4, it dealt 2,000 damage to your opponent's board, and played a fire forward of cost 2 or less onto the field. Or not fire forward, a forward of cost 2 or less onto the field. So it was a fire summon that did that. And it's kind of got that, but some other options. I think this card's pretty good. And if anything, it's going to be a chase full art. It's super beautiful. And I'm really digging, let's see, the character illustrations by Gen Kobayashi. Apologies if I pronounced that incorrectly, but I'm really looking forward to this. This is an awesome card. That, my friends, is it for the Dillan Dallies that I was talking about. So let's move on to the next hot topic here. We got a new OP promo. This is what I want to talk about real quick. As many of you may not know, there was kind of a flounder this week with the OP. So they showed Famfrit here after accidentally revealing that Yuri is going to be next month's promo. So let's go over here real quick. I'm just showing this because I had it. So obviously it's all my meme. But so we all know that Yuri was an Opus 5? Opus 5? No. It was a pre-release promo. Opus 5, Opus 6 pre-release promo. I can't particularly remember. But Yuri, I've played a ton of him, right? I've got a stake in the game, and he's one of my favorite cards in the game. I'm not really all behind them making a full art version of Yuri. Yeah, it'll match the full art version of Shalinka that hopefully everyone can get their hands on. But I don't know. I kind of really liked that they had an exclusive promo, and the gold text kind of gets me. I'm not particularly digging the fact that they are redoing promos that we had before. And some may say it's better because new players can get their hands on a foil Yuri that's awesome, or a non-foil Yuri that isn't just the regular hero version of him. That's great. I think that's great for everybody. I kind of really would have dug seeing any other promo, to be honest. And the sentiment, I feel, was shown on Facebook when so many people commented, liked, and spoke about it. I browsed the fans website, or the fans Facebook group, the NA Facebook group, the North America Facebook group when the post was up. And I've heard that it's broached onto Twitter. A lot of my private groups that I'm in, nobody was really excited about this. One person, actually, in particular, my roommate, Cole. Cole really didn't see the problem with it. He kind of liked having a full art of it, and which I do too. I mean, who doesn't like extra cards that are full arts? Because I think this game's full arts look particularly amazing due to the foil pattern, as you can't see right now. But yeah, so Yuri, kind of a dud for me. Not really excited to see him. A card that I'm actually a little more excited, which might say more about how excited I was for Yuri, is Famfrit. You know, this is a sweet card. Famfrit's awesome. It's the big boy Famfrit, Big Daddy Famfrit, deep dish pizza Famfrit. So, yeah, I mean, it's a girthy boy. That's a thick pile of meat right here. It's the 6 CP Famfrit, which a lot of heavy control water decks are running, which I'm really hoping to see more water decks in Opus 12. There's honestly, water has kind of taken a back seat for a long time, and I think putting awesome promos like this will incentivize players to A, play water, and B, use him, because he's super cool. The fact that it doesn't have the EX burst like the smaller Famfrit, 3 CP, each player selects one forward they control. This is, 2 forwards or monsters they control, as many as possible. I think they both have their place. And honestly, a lot of the times they can go in the same deck. But yeah, so this Famfrit, I'm actually super excited because it's going to look amazing. Look at all that blue. All this blue in foil is going to look friggin' awesome. Now, on to the furthermore point of this section. Promos. I don't know. I'm not particularly... I know that games need to be hyped up and kept alive during this during these hard times. I feel like there's going to be a lot of promos that I have to purchase at the end of the day. I mean, unless we can get a lot of back orders from distributors, I feel like there's going to be, I'm going to need 3 play sets of Famfrit here. I'm going to need 3 sets of Yuri here. I'm going to need 3 sets of Sid of Clan Gully. I'm going to need 3 sets of Zidane. I'm going to need 3 sets of Chelinka, like we mentioned. I just don't have the ability to play. You know, I don't have the ability to play in-store games right now. And to be giving them out feels weird, because there's effectively no organized play right now. Sans the incredible people at RVA that are doing awesome tourneys online through Octagon, and David Nunez, the White Mage, who's doing, again, I'll plug it one more time, awesome real card tournaments where you're playing with your webcam and using your cards. So you actually get an opportunity to use your actual cardboard, which is, I think, is a super cool idea. I don't know. I think I have a feeling that 95% of people are missing out on these promos, and I just hope there's a plan to get them back in rotation, or hopefully there's a surplus to where people can purchase them. And I know purchasing promos is kind of against the idea of promos, but at this point, I'm just I don't know. I'm just feeling sour on them, and it makes me. I mean, it's doing its job. It's making me want promos again. It's making me beg for in-person games. You know, I'm sure we're all itching for that, and I would love to sling some games, crack some packs, and bust some skulls, you know, in person. But I would love it a lot more if my family and friends and you all stay safe. So for right now, that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. And, you know, catch me in 6 months when it's a sacrifice that we've all been making for a year. God willing. But I guess with that, that's it. That's all I got for you this week. It's not a lot, but it's my opinion. It's my God honest opinion. I'm missing inside games. I'm missing people. I'm missing promos. So that might be why I'm a little salty about seeing awesome promos, not so awesome promos, awesome spoilers. But you know, I'm not the only one who's wishing we had more Opus 11 in our lives. You know, just to see that card number 12 appear doesn't make everything better. Just to see Famfrit appear doesn't make everything better. But hopefully, for some of you, it does. Hopefully for some of you, it makes it better. That's all for me this week. I hope to catch you on an RVA weekly, or at least hear you get hit up on their Twitch. Follow RVA on Twitch. Follow Metamaniacs on Patreon. Subscribe to us on our YouTube channel. And if you like this form of content, if you like this long form kind of solo discussion, give me a comment or leave a comment. It'll boost my confidence a lot in this. And hey, you know, if you'd like to group up, if you've got something to say and you want me to cover something, please comment it in the description. Give me ideas. Hit us up on Patreon. If you hit us up on Patreon and you're, I believe it's a $2 subscriber, you can put your input on everything. You get early release dates on most things. You get your name in the description. It doesn't go to me. Not a single penny of Patreon goes to me. It goes to keeping the servers running. It goes to making sure that we can continue bringing awesome content such as Final Fantasy, Dragon Ball Super, UVS Universes, and our awesome Metamaniac show that I've been a part of, I believe, coming up this Sunday, 3 out of 4 of them. So if you want to see more of my ugly mug, you want to hear more of my dumb opinions, follow us on Patreon. And I guess this is a formal invitation for you to beat me in David Nunez's Curious Series 2. I will be PMing him right after this video. I haven't talked to him about it yet. Asking for an invitation. I think they're free. And everyone who beats me, I swear to you, I will write your name down, and I will buy you a pack of Opus 12 for every person that beats me there. That's all I got for you today. Dillan out.